let's get into the cons of this concert. Now, I will say, you know, as people know me in this page, like, I've been to several shows, and I will say that this show was, from a fan experience, it was the most disappointing show that I have been to in a while. Yeah. It was very disappointing. If only you guys knew every single detail, but I'm not gonna put all the details out there. But all I can say is that I came home and I cried, and this wasn't like, oh my god, I can't believe I met them, cry. No, this was like disappointing. I'm hurt, I'm crushed, crying, because I was very disappointed. So as you guys know, the whole backstory, a little bit of it, I had made a fan reaction video. I just wanna be a part of your show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Or whatnot, and Day26 manager or whoever reached out to me, and they liked my video, and I was like, you know what, I can do y'all something better. I can make a better video, especially if you're gonna put it on their page. So I made another video, and they were like, oh, the guys love it. They, you know, we're gonna give you meet and greet. Now, before that, me and my friend, we bought tickets to the show, so we were already coming. But because I did that for them, they were like, yo, you're dope and everything. Thank you for the love and support. So we're gonna give you meet and greet tickets. Great. So I was like, oh snap, like this is dope. Like, yo, this is what? Like, who does this? And so I felt honored. I was like, wow, thanks. So, you know, I'm thinking nothing of it. And their manager reaches out to me again, and they tap me to meet the guys at a radio station in Atlanta. Now, you do know that I live in Columbus, Georgia, okay? So that's about an hour, hour 30, maybe 2 hours, depending on traffic. So they asked me to come meet them Friday at the radio station in Atlanta. So of course I agreed, because it's like, I have love for these guys, and I'm like, yo, not only do I, you know, get to meet them Saturday, I get to meet them before the show. What? So me and my friend, we drive up there together to Atlanta. We're going up to the radio station. Let's get, I'm like nervous. I'm nervous. I am. Okay. I am. And due to unforeseen circumstances, the guys were unable to make it due to travel arrangements. So yeah, I was a little bit crushed, but the manager again reached out to me and was like, oh, you know what, we're gonna give you this ultimate fan intimate experience backstage. You'll get to meet them before their show on Saturday, and so don't worry, you'll be taken care of. I do apologize for the inconvenience, you know, all that. So I was like, okay, hey, fine, it is what it is. We're gonna keep it moving. So Saturday came, and I was supposed to meet them before the show. By the time that I got there, I was told that they were getting ready at the hotel. So I was like, okay, fine. I spoke with their manager again, and you know, I was told that, oh, you know, you have tickets at the door, your name is on the list, just go in with everybody else, and I will call you when we get back. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm still, you know, kind of like geeked. I'm like, yeah, Day26, all right. So me and my friend, we get to the booth, and we have no tickets. Our name is not on the list. I give them my ID, nothing. Thank God we bought our tickets before the show because we got in on the strength of our tickets. So we were like, all right, that's okay, because at the end of the day, we're meeting somebody, okay? So we went in and I was so doggone, I was nervous, I was anxious. My thoughts and feelings were everywhere. Like, I wanted to eat, but I didn't want to eat because I didn't want to like have, you know, funky breath so I can profess my love to Big Mike. And so I went and got a drink and we chilled. We went inside and we waited for the manager to reach us back. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And by this time the show is going on. Like, the DJ is spinning, the acts are coming in, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, okay. So towards the last act, I reached out, I texted the manager again, and I was like, hey, you know, do we like meet them before or after? Like what's going on? You know, I didn't want to be a bugaboo because I know they also have a job to do, but it's just like, you told me I was gonna have this intimate fan experience, and I'm like trying to figure out, when does it become what you say it's gonna be? So finally, they're like, oh, you know, do you want to meet them now or later? And I was like, you know what works best for the group? Luckily, my friend calmed me down and was like, you know what? They're probably focused on the show and trying to get ready, you know, let's meet them after. So I was like, okay, fine, you're right. Because if I'm about to go on stage, the last thing I want to do is, you know, have a conversation. Like, I want to be focused. So I gave them that. So we're sitting there and the show is almost over at this point. And finally the manager contacts me again and is like, hey, you know, where are you at? So I find him in the crowd and he takes me backstage. And I'm like, wait a minute. My friend up there, we gotta get her too. This is a double deal. You told us both, okay? So I went and go get his friend, and then at this point, I'm talking to another manager, their road manager, and you know, he's like, I'm so sorry, you know, we gotta make it up to you, you know, this is not my idea of VIP. I'm thinking, you know, you mingle with them before and after the show and take all these pictures, you know, real VIP, you know, we gotta make it up. I'm so sorry, this shouldn't have happened, like, you were supposed to be as I'm like, okay, well, we're here now, so let's get with it, okay? So we were backstage for a little while, and he was like, after the last song, go to the back in front of the TV and we'll come and get you or whatever. I'm like, okay. So I briefly, you know, we briefly got to go be backstage. It was cool. We were like, oh, it's happening. We're about to meet Day 26. Okay. So they cue us to go backstage, and we go backstage and we see Hamilton Park. Really didn't talk to them. They was kind of like in their own zone. And so we got some chairs and we just plopped and waited for our intimate VIP full access experience. And so as we're waiting, the guys come off the stage and we see them, and I'm like, oh my God! Okay. So I see the road manager and the manager backstage, and I'm just like, okay, so anytime we gonna get the cue, we're gonna get the cue to meet them, okay? Because I'm ready, I'm snatched, I'm ready. You know, I got my cute new outfit, I'm ready. So we sat there, and then boom, like a crowd full of people come in, and they just going in the VIP room, in their room, and they coming in, they're coming out, they're coming in, they're coming out, and we're just on the sideline like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
We are waiting
and waiting. By the time, you know, they also have like another VIP meet and greet upstairs. Okay, we're not included in that because when I was told that, you know, I would get this intimate fan VIP experience. Okay, so I'm not them. Okay, I'm somebody else. Like, no. So as we're sitting there, you know, eventually their manager comes and apologizes to me. But by this time, I'm pretty much over it because we were literally waiting there 2 hours after the show, after their meet and greet upstairs was over with. So they came and got us, and it was kind of like quick. It wasn't intimate. It wasn't really as personal as I thought it was going to be in my head. Like literally it was, you know, this is the girl who was at the radio station. Oh, I'm sorry, they drove 2 hours. And
thank you.
you know, it was just that. And you know, that whole night, like I was just trying to fight back tears because it was like, this is not the experience that I thought that was going to happen in my head. So I did meet the guys eventually, but we were literally the last people to meet Day 26. Like we walked out of the building when they walked out of. That's how late it was. And you know, I did shake hands. Like if you look on my Instagram, I did meet them. There's pictures. But if you were in my face, I look so like, I'm smiling, but it's like I'm trying to just keep it together because I waited so long. Like I wanted to just cry because this is not what I thought it was going to be. But I shook hands, I smiled, and you know, by the time just the thrill is gone. Like it was over at that point. So very disappointed. You know, I was supposedly their biggest fan and I was supposed to get this VIP treatment. I didn't even get a shirt. Let me say that again. I didn't even get a Day 26 t-shirt, and there was a whole table full of t-shirts. Do you think they offered me one or gave me one just for, you know, GP? No. Mind you, I came through twice, Friday and Saturday, and it just was nothing that I thought it was gonna be. So we did not get home until like 3, almost 4 in the morning. And like I said, I went home and cried because, you know, I really wanted to connect with Day 26, talk to him maybe just for 5 minutes. There were so many opportunities to make things right. They kept saying, we gotta make it right, we gotta make it right. So sorry, but there were so many missed opportunities to make it right, and I'm just a little bit just disappointed. So every time I look at those pictures, I'm gonna think, wow, like I was about to cry in this picture, or wow, if only you knew the surroundings of just meeting them, you would just be like, wow. So I mean, I'm thankful that I did get to meet them. That was a great experience, but it is what it is. So I'm pretty sure people are like, so Kati, would you go to another Day 26 concert? Nope. This will probably be the first and the last. I will not go. I wish them nothing but success. And again, I don't feel like the guys, I don't blame the guys because they probably had no idea of what was going on or what was said or who said what or how it was done. So I don't blame them. It's just poor management, and I hate that they were represented in this way because, you know, your fans are important, and I'm a fan. Like, that's the thing about this video, was making this video so hard because at the end of the day, like, I'm a fan. Like, I've been watching you since I was 16 years old, and like having this happen, I would have never thought it would have been like this. So I feel like, you know, my experience was kind of ruined. It was tainted, and I don't even know how I could go on. So I mean, I'm going to go on, but like supporting Day26. I don't know. So I wish them nothing but success. Again, they do perform well. It wasn't a terrible, you know, show on their end. It's just the meet and greet experience was a fiasco, and it was not the best. So, but that's my truth. That was my fan experience. That was my concert experience. And this is what I do on KT Tour Dates. I go to concerts and I review them, no matter if they're good or bad. But I'm thankful that I met some people. I want to thank my friends. If it wasn't for my friends, man, I would have like melted down, like maybe had a panic attack, because my friend that was actually there with the concert, like she really, you know, was like, keep it together, smile, it's gonna be okay. Like really had to talk to me and coach me through this, because they know how I get. When I get very passionate and my expectations be hella high, and when my expectations are not met, I get frustrated and I am done for the count. So I want to thank God for them and my other friend for coming with me to the radio station. Like, they didn't have to do that, and she didn't have to do that, and I really thank her for that. So thank God. You know, you got to keep some A1 people in your circle. I thank God for them. Also, I want to thank all my followers for supporting me and watching this video. So again, like, share, subscribe. I thank you guys. And you know, one bad concert don't stop the show. So we got more concerts to go to. And again, that is pretty much all I have for you. So let me know if your experience is different, you know, hit me up or whatever, we can talk about it. And so yeah, but again, I just want to say, Big Mike, I love you. You're like my favorite. So I hate that you got caught up in this mess, but you know, call me.